I'm Responding has different icons that you can put on maps to make your responses to different locations faster and safer. Not just fire hydrants, but we have about 40 plus different map markers for your utilization. This is part 1 of a 2-part video series. This video is specifically going to look at fire hydrants and map markers. The second video will look specifically at our pre-plan and geofence map markers, which allows you to attach documents. To add hydrants to your I'm Responding program, first we need to make sure that we have the permission to do it. Every member's profile has a long list of permissions at the bottom. In order to have the full permissions to add, edit, and delete hydrants, map markers, and geofences and pre-plans, you need to have these 5 permissions all checked to yes. From the administrative functions screen on the website, you're going to go to Manage Hydrants and Map Markers, and we're going to go to the option that first says Add, Edit, Delete Markers. This is first going to load up a map for you of your general area. The blue dot may not be exactly on your firehouse, but if it's within respect to your town, it's going to put you in the right place to get started. There are some control buttons at the very bottom of the map. To the lower left, there's a button that looks like a folded paper map. When you click on that, it opens up your mapping filters and your different mapping options. As a default, you're only going to be seeing your own information. For right now, we're just going to leave it there, but you could turn on all map markers, all hydrants, all apparatus for the entire I'm Responding database. Right now we are in hybrid mode, and that's where we're going to stay for the moment. Click the folded map icon again to take the menu away. To add a hydrant into the system, we first just need to pick a place on the map where we're going to add it to. I'm just going to use this field here in the middle of nowhere for the time being so that we can remember to remove them when our training is done. There are some bullet points above the map that explain most of these functions, so you can refer to those in the future if needed. Using my mouse, I'm just going to right click on this location, and automatically I'm going to get a window that pops up that says Markers Data, and it's preloaded to add a hydrant. If you want to, you can see there's a number of fields on the left: name, notes, type of water source, status, in and out of service, the flow rate. Depending on the flow rate you choose, the hydrant color icon will change according to NFPA standards. The number of outlets, the outlet size, the thread type, direction to open. So there's a number of different options that you can choose if you want to. I'm just going to hit save, and my hydrant is instantly added to the system. Anyone on the entire I'm Responding database can now see that hydrant instantly. Even on the application hundreds of miles away, if they're looking at this place on the map, they can see it right now. When you right click again, you're going to get the same menu with a hydrant at the top. You're going to click the drop down arrow to the right hand side. This is going to show you all of our other various icons. Some are immediately recognizable, such as helicopter landing zones, schools, Knox box, highway turnarounds. Some, as you can see, are very specific, such as a tornado shelter, an AED location. There are a few that are kind of non-specific. One here is called General Warning. This is great to use on any location. What we're going to notice here is every single icon has a description box where you can type in anything that you need to. You could indicate that this icon is representing that the location you're going to is a hoarder house, somebody who's mobility impaired, that there's oxygen in use. If there's a previous call history at this location that's worth noting, such as a violent individual at the house, anything that's going to make your response to this location faster or safer, more prepared, put it in the description field and put it on that house or on that building. This one does have an end date and an end time, so you can utilize those as well. You can see there's staging areas, roof truss, floor truss, construction icons. There's one that just simply says danger. That doesn't tell you too much, but remember, you can put whatever you need to in the description field, telling what type of danger you are referring to. FDCs, do not enter, you can put these on houses that are condemned. Now there's 2 we're going to take a look at real briefly. One is called Building and House Number. You can see it's a black rectangle with a white font. We're going to use this one called Mile and Road. It's a white rectangle with black font. Now the purpose of these is to indicate the mile markers on a highway, so you know roughly how far down you have to go. If you're dispatched to mile marker 21, now you know how far to go. You can name these icons. You are limited to the number of characters. What I like to do is suggest that people put in the letters INFO, and that's going to display on the icon on the map. In the description field, you can put in whatever notes you need to. So that when you respond to this location, the icon is going to say info, but the description will say be aware of dogs. I get my notice saying new marker added. Now this white rectangle will be on the map wherever I need it to be. When I click on it, my note says be aware of dogs. It's unmistakable. Yes, this is the mile and road marker, but now you can put it wherever you need to for literally almost any purpose. If you have a business, you can name it instead of INFO. I've put one on our local Best Buy that just says BBUY. I've put one on Home Depot that says HDPT, but then in the description field it says the full name of the business. You can move these icons by clicking on them once. You then click a second time and hold, and you can drag them to put them wherever you need them to be. Same with the hydrant, click on it once. Now drag it to wherever you need it to be, and you can put them very precisely at the exact location. I actually made a mistake here. This hydrant should be closer to this member's driveway. So I can be very precise on where I put these map markers. Using the various map markers and how you use them is your choice. I always like to suggest that people do whatever they can to make their responses to any location faster, safer, and more informed. If you can do that by using any map marker on any location, please go ahead and use that map marker with whatever notes in the description field help you respond faster, safer, and better informed. We do have a tool that allows you to import up to 1,000 hydrants at once. If your municipality has 8,000 hydrants, you're just going to use 8 separate spreadsheets to do this and follow the same process. In the administrative functions, we're going to go to Manage Hydrants and Map Markers, and we're going to choose Import Multiple Hydrants. The instructions that you need are essentially here, so please read through them. This video is great, but the instructions are typed out here on purpose. Step 1, you're going to download the spreadsheet by clicking on the link below. Please note that you're either going to use columns A and B or columns C through G. You'll notice in a moment that columns A and B are latitude and longitude. If you use the latitude and longitude, you are not going to fill in any address information. That will be automatically assigned for you when the hydrants are imported. We recommend that you test just 15 to 20 hydrants or so to initially see if the process works correctly for you, and then you can continue with the rest of your hydrants. Next, we're going to click on this link to download the pre-formatted Excel spreadsheet. Now here we have our pre-formatted Excel spreadsheet. As I mentioned a minute ago, columns A and B are latitude and longitude. Columns C through G are address information. If you're going to use latitude and longitude, it needs to be in decimal format, and the house number, street name information is not needed at all. You can see to the far right, columns H, I, J, K, and beyond are other information that you can fill in. If you don't know the latitude and longitude, there's a number of things you can do. You can walk around your town with a GPS and write them down. You can even walk around your town with the I'm Responding application and map the markers while you're standing there through the app. The other option is you can go to googlemaps.com. There's other mapping programs. I like Google Maps. And you can pick on any location. You can see my mouse here is down in the right-hand center. And you can just simply right-click and say, what's here? At the very bottom, it's going to give you the address and a latitude and longitude. So if you know where the hydrants are in your area, you can very easily just click on that and get the information you need. I had said a moment ago that the latitude and longitude needs to be in decimal format. If you look on the left side of the screen, the decimal format is listed here. The minutes, degrees, and seconds non-decimal format is listed up above it. If this is the only way that you can get your latitude and longitude, don't discard it and say that you can't use this importing. Please let us know. We do have a way of converting the degrees, minutes, and seconds into the latitude and longitude decimal format. So please let us know. We can assist you with that. Now, I already have preloaded some latitude and longitudes. I'm going to paste those in. So now these are just 3 locations. Please take note that the latitude in North America is always going to be positive. The longitude in North America is always going to be negative. If you don't have the negative symbol in front of your longitude, your hydrants are going to plot to a different quadrant of the globe. Once this is done, you're going to save this on your desktop so you can locate it readily in just a moment. Once you've saved your Excel spreadsheet, under step 2, you're going to go to Choose File. You're going to attach the Excel file that you just created, and at the bottom here, you're going to go to Upload File. Please notice there's a number of words here, a wonderful paragraph that explains what to do, so please read this information. After you upload the file, you do need to confirm the imported hydrants. Once you hit Upload File, it's going to load the information into this grid for you. You can see I just have my 3 hydrants in the upper left. Then Submit for validation. The hydrants have been successfully submitted for validation. Please confirm to the Imported Hydrants function. You'll see there is a button right here in the middle to go to the Imported Hydrants confirmation. Or if you go to the option on the left, Manage Hydrants and Map Markers, you can also get to the Confirm Imported Hydrants screen. Right now we've only imported 3 hydrants. Each of these bars, which we only see one of, will hold up to 20 hydrants. So if you import 1,000, there's going to be a number of these bars going down the screen, each with a little piece of paper and a pencil to the right under View Details. You're going to click on that paper and pencil. If you want to, you can confirm each individual hydrant, or there's an option here that says confirm the entire batch. That's what I'm going to do. Are you sure you want to confirm the entire batch? Now my confirmation process is over because I only did 3 hydrants. If you imported 100 hydrants, you'd have to do that 5 times, once for every set of 20 hydrants. Now once my hydrants have been imported, if I go back to the Add, Edit, Delete Hydrants screen, I can see that my hydrants were plotted right where they need to be. If I need to, I can click on them, click and hold a second time, and I can move that hydrant slightly to put it exactly on the location where I feel that hydrant is located. To add hydrants through the application, remember of course that you do need the permission to do it. You're going to touch the 3 horizontal lines in the upper left of the app to open up your side menu. As you go down, everyone is going to see an option that says Mapping. If you have permission to add, edit, and delete hydrants, you're going to see the option that says Hydrants and Markers with the hydrant icon to the left. Once the map is loaded, you can see that you can zoom in very closely on almost any location that you need to. If I wanted to put a fire hydrant on this red car in the middle of the screen, I can just touch and hold that red car for a moment. At the bottom it says Add a new marker. I'm going to select that. You can see that I have my full list of map marker options. I'm going to choose to add a hydrant. All the options from the website are here: type of water source, status, flow rate, number of outlets, outlet size. I'm going to just choose a flow rate and hit save. Of course, the hydrant I selected is red and it's on the red car, so you can see it's very easy to precisely put the hydrants where you need them to be. If you do need to move them, you can. You're going to touch them one time, touch them a second time, and now you can drag them around as needed, and when you let go, the hydrant will jump to the location that you moved it. The hydrant then moves. You can also go into Edit View Detail to pull up the information about that hydrant. At the very bottom, you can delete this marker. Are you sure you want to delete it? Yes. To put in any of the other map markers, it's the same process. You're going to touch and hold for a moment. Select Add a new marker. Let's say I wanted to put in a biohazard icon. All I'm going to do is select the biohazard icon, hit save, and that icon is instantly right on the map. If you wanted to put in a staging area for a mass incident, it's the same process for all the map markers. You can touch and hold, add a new marker. You can use our staging area icon. Now everyone responding to the incident will see that circle with an S, and they know exactly where to go to respond for this mass incident. Remember to check out our video about pre-plans and geofences to learn how to attach documents to your map markers.